All right, y'all. Qam Yasharahla. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Qam. Of this pushing the truth in love, sincerity, and charity with all humility. Okay, this is the brother Yashawan from the GMS Mamas Camp Park with another brief lesson. Okay, the name of this lesson is entitled Choose Ye Life. Choose Ye Life. Okay, so here I jot down a few precepts. Okay, 1 or 2 points. Okay, so yeah, my Lord, well, let's get into it. It's Jeremiah 21:8. All right, it's Jeremiah 21:8. And unto this people thou shalt say, Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I set before you the way of life and the way of death. Okay, this is what the Lord told Jeremiah to tell the house of Israel. Okay, mainly basically speaking to the king of Judah at these times, in the time of the Babylonian captivity. Okay, so the way of life is surrendering everything to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, doing His will. Okay, the way of death is staying right on your own eyes. Okay, trying to live without Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, trying to save your own wicked soul. Okay, doing everything that is wicked. All right. The way of death is also not taking heed to His word. Okay, not taking heed to His counsel. Okay, such as brothers would get together and give another brother counsel of a situation he may be going through, but yet he rejected it. Okay, and other aspects of other counseling. Okay, whereas a brother may give you some warning, whereas a brother may give you some advice. Okay, and you didn't take that advice. All right, but you lean on your own understanding. Okay, that's a form of you choosing inflicting death. Okay, you see what the scriptures say? All right, thus said Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, behold, I set before you the way of life and the way of death. Okay, so the way of life is also taking heed to this word. Okay, taking heed to the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. Okay, so as the scripture says, all right, he that seeks to save his own life shall lose it. Okay, if you seek to save your own life, you will lose it. All right, because here it is that you, okay, Salakia. Here it is. You ain't taking heed to the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, but you want to do what you want to do. Okay, you want to do what you want to do. Okay, you're trying to save your own life by following your own evil heart. All right, this is Luke 17:33. Whosoever seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Okay, you losing your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for this truth. Okay, meaning you ain't the ways that you were living in before you know the truth. Okay, you cut that off, that old man. All right, so now your life, which is in the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, Lord will, you hope to be saved. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Okay, meaning that you hoping to be a part of the elect, you walking in newness of life. Okay, you ain't following after heathens. You ain't doing all those wicked things no more. You ain't following after your own evil heart. Okay? You're taking counsel. You're taking correction. You're taking admonition. Okay? You're living after the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai now. Alright? Okay? Alright, let's get John 12 and 25. Alright? This is John chapter 12 and verse 25. Okay? It says, he that loveth his life shall lose it. You love the wickedness you're doing. Alright? You don't love correction. Nor do you want to take it. Nor do you want to receive it. You don't love counsel from the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but counsel from other who ain't know Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? He that loveth his life shall lose it. You love the partying. You love the wickedness, the sin that goes along with it. Okay? All of the comfort that goes along with it, you love. And he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. Alright? So surely us who hope to be a part of the elect, we love not our lives. Okay? So we hate our life in this wicked world. Okay? We are hoping to be with Yahweh Shem Yahushai real soon. Okay? That is our hope. That is our destiny. To be with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To reign with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To be judging the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel and the rest of the world. To receive that crown. Okay? To be worthy to receive that crown. And that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're striving for. Okay? That's what we're working for. Okay? Moses said, what? Choose ye life, right? Choose ye life, which is following after the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? This is Deuteronomy 30 and 15. See, I have said before thee, this day life and good, and death and evil. Alright? Verse 19 say, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, you Israelites out there, that I have said before you, life and death. And Jeremiah said the ways of life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. You see? So if you choose life, which is the keeping of the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, alright, then you would enter into life, and you would teach your children. You would teach your children, they grow up and they teach their children, so that they would enter into life as well. You see? I was having a conversation with the brother Yashawamba in our camp the other day, 2 weeks ago somewhere. When we was young, okay, growing up, we never used to call our auntie. We used to call them by their name. But then we get a little older, and then we recognize, especially us in the truth, when we recognize how important it is to show respect. Okay, when we say auntie, then we say the name. And then what we do, we teach our children to say, don't call my sister by her name. Call her auntie so-and-so. You see? And that's the form of you teaching them. Alright? So yeah, man. Okay. But what do our people want to do? They want to continue to be disobedient. Alright? They don't want to be obedient to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but to be disobedient, alright, is why a lot of them are going to be put to death. Okay, that's for you in Isaiah 1 and 19 and 20. Okay, all right. It's Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 19. If ye will be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. That's the life. You don't want to eat nothing bad of the land. All right. You want to eat good of the land. Okay. And if you eating the good of the land, all right, that shows that you have life. You like the talk say, you full of life. Okay. But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of Yahweh hath spoken it. All right. So if you refuse to obey him and be in disobedience and rebel, then you're going to be put to death. That's all the Most High is saying. And we know, according to Zechariah 13 and 8, 2/3 of the nation is going to be put down. All right. So we go back here to Jeremiah chapter 21 and 9 and 10. Okay. Let me take it at verse 8. And unto this people thou shalt say, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I set before you the way of life and the way of death. He that abideth in this city shall die by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence. But he that goeth out shall fail it, and fall its lot, or surrenders, right, to the Chaldeans, which is the Babylonian, that besiege you. He shall live, and his life shall be unto you for a prey, meaning for a price. For I have set my face against this city for evil, disaster, and not for good, said Yahweh. It shall be given into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall burn it with fire. Now, though this is speaking about Israel and Babylon, right? Israel being taken out and burned with fire. The whole point is being obedient unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and live. Okay? Because you see, he say, he that abideth in this city shall die by the sword. Or in that city, with right there, when you read the story, he's talking about the nation of Israel, the land of Israel. Okay, because Babylon, the Babylonians is about to take this land, and they're going to burn it with fire, right? So what the Lord is saying, if you would surrender, okay, then you will be saved. So you got to surrender your all to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay, and that's how you're going to be saved. So when you surrender, you're being obedient. You can do His will. You can change from your nasty, evil, stinking ways. Okay, so this story is like onto when you look at Babylon today, America, all right, that place is gonna be burned with fire. Okay, so those whom the land today, okay, the elect, all right, the Lord is gonna save them out of that land. All right, because why? They surrendered their all to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, they are doing His will. Okay, they are being obedient. All right. So yeah, man, choose life. Life is what. Life is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, the way, the truth, and the life. Okay. All right. That's that door. Okay. So with that, yeah, man, Lord will, this lesson is edifying. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great wisdom. Peace and salutation to you, Akim. Or just pushing the truth in love, sincerity, and charity with all humility. Shalom on the Bible, Qam Yasharahla.